like learning about Patrick Star, but how do you feel about customer service voice? What do you think of that, Barbara? Okay, let's talk about it. I'm Quinn, gender-affirming vocal coach. This is Barbara. Okay, resonance, last time we spoke about it, we talked about the beginning and how larynx height affected how bright or dark your voice sounded. The lips are the last thing that your voice touches before it goes off into the world and gives it that final je ne sais quoi. So depending on how spread or rounded your sounds are, impacts the resonance of your voice. Which is why, for a lot of us, when we pick up the phone, when we're at work, or if just you've been conditioned a certain way to smile more, it's harder to drop because it feels like we're being mean, when in fact, we're not. Moving on. So when we're in this customer service mode, we are bringing the corners of our mouth back, brightening the cheeks, and actually shortening the vocal tract. I'll show you. By pulling back that corner of the mouth from point A to point B is now a shorter distance. And isn't that fun and educational? But don't worry, there's things we can do about this because muscle memory is one of those things that is very malleable. And no, this is not the answer. Rounding this far also does not sound good. We acknowledge that. What I do recommend is relaxing the cheek muscles, relaxing the lips through a couple stretches. One great one is called raisins and grapes. You scrunch your face really, really tiny, and you stretch your face really big, and warming up those face muscles, relaxing the jaw, getting that all squishy, and just allowing that relaxation, that sensory awareness to help you keep this area a little bit more relaxed, rather than the compulsory pulled back posture. Because, yeah, talking with round lips, I don't want you to feel like you have to lose your articulation and make things muddled in that way. If you're worried about sounding or looking mean when you are talking to someone by not using as much facial stuff, you can always smile or express things with different parts of your face, your eyes, your eyebrows. There's a lot going on you can do with. But my best recommendation would be try this when you're out and about wearing a mask and just see how many people you smile at while wearing a mask. Yeah, it will probably be more than you thought. And just think of it as 20% at a time. You don't need to go in slack face like you just got out of the dentist and you're all Novocained up. That's not the expectation, but just little bits. As you feel comfortable, see how that feels incorporating into your life. Also, tell me how that changes the sound of your voice overall. Because that's the most important thing that we're here for, is you and your voice. If you like learning about your voice and you think education in this way with me is fun, I love that. Comment on my page. If you want to take lessons with me, visit my profile. Typically, people only take between 4 to 8 lessons with me, and then they are off on the road. I'm starting up some group lessons come March, and I do solo lessons all the time. I also have a sliding scale for equitable availability. If you aren't able to pay the full price of what lessons are listed, I do my best to make things accessible. I'm Quinn, the gender-affirming vocal coach, and this is my sidekick, Barbara. She's a wonderful little girl, but we're going to talk about resonance.